there's a lot of the drivers get a lot of like cues, like beeps in their helmet, in their earbuds, so that they know like when to shift and when to do things. What?
Sorry, that just reminded me of a story when I was a kid.
Uh, Well, it
I
was
mean,
like remember when you guys used to have the big ass
that's
headphones
what
on?
it is. And then they did the beats.
It's like
One
left,
time when,
right.
yeah, one time when I was a kid,
Yeah.
they did that. They put that. I was like in kindergarten. They put the headphones on and they did like all the beeps and stuff. But nobody told me it started, so I just sat there, and they were all just like staring at me because the beeps were happening, but I wasn't responding.
Responding.
And they're like, "Do you hear stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." Anyways, those are stupid.
Of course, I hear things.
I don't know why they had to test our hearing. Like, it was weird.
I don't know. It was they used to do a lot of weird. I feel like
They did
we
a
had
lot
like
of
all
weird
the like
stuff.
physical fitness tests. Like you had to. There's like you do like 5 push-ups, a pull-up, and like you had to do that like weird stretch out box. I don't know. It was like a
I
box
hated
where you had
that
to like
thing. Yeah, and it
stretch.
was like move the thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did like other weird like cognitive stuff too, like puzzles and.
Mm.
Did you not do that?
No. Was
Maybe
it just? Did you just have a board that had 3 shapes and then 3 pegs? And were they asking you
No.
to sort them, or?
It was like they took me into a room and they they put me. I was young. It was in New Hampshire, and like they took me into a room and they had me sit down with a lady, and it was like a pattern recognition thing. So I had like they like put a pattern and then certain shapes, and I had to like recreate it really quickly. And it was like other stuff like that. It was like pattern recognition stuff. I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was like a lot of random stuff like that. Like,
Well, we used to do. We had the.
and it was like when I was like really young, like not like really really young, and it wasn't like, I don't know what they were doing, but like yeah, they took like our whole class out. We all had to do it.
I remember doing something similar, but it was to find out if you went into like. We had like the tag program. I'm sure it's changed names since, but it's like talented and gifted is what it stood for at the
Yeah.
time, and it was like the kids that were needed to be removed from us dummies. Like, oh, we can't let all these smart kids hang out around Billy. They'll make them dumber. Yeah, I remember doing a lot of those things, but a lot of
just
it was
so
like to put you in
random.
like some group to say that it was
know. I
that
just
was
remember it was, like-
before a lot of that stuff was before AP classes were a big deal when it came to like performance in high school. So I think that those were a lot. A lot of that stuff was just so parents could say that their kid was special, like in like this like different way. Like
my mom said we were.
oh, my kid
special,
is
too.
smart. My kid is smart because they can solve these puzzles faster than
Like
your
the
kid. Like
honor
that's all.
system
That's all it
stuff.
ends up being, huh?
Like the honor system stuff.
Yeah.
Like my kid, my
yeah.
dog's an honor student. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I see those bumper stickers. I go get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck
My
outta
kid's
here.
an
Like,
honor
we-
student at blah 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 elementary school. If your kid is not an honor student when he's trying to figure out how to shit in a toilet and grow, like Jesus, like the bar is so low. I mean, like you can't even fail elementary school. Like
They don't even give out homework anymore.
that's basically like saying, "Oh, I got up and I breathed today." Yay. Ugh, I hate those
Anyways.
stickers.
Yeah, it was like definitely like I experienced that more. It was like only in New Hampshire that I experienced it. But yeah, they like would take us out and they would do like weird cognitive tests, but I don't know, maybe it was just seeing if we were dumb. But
I remember doing when we were in New Hampshire. I did. I was taking German, but it was always after school. So I had to like wait after school and like up in New Hampshire, or this was when we were in Maine, but like in New Hampshire, it was like dark at like 1 p.m. in the winter.
yeah, that's funny. Well, and the school once lost me. They put me on the wrong bus, and I just sat there.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, and mom went to school and she was like, "What do you mean you lost my kid?" And they're like, I don't know. And then like the bus driver was like driving back and I was still on the bus and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They just told me to get on the bus." Listen, I mean, maybe that's why they were pulling me out of classes.
Did you just make that realization on camera right there?
No, but they were pulling out our whole class. Like, everybody in the class had to do it.
Yeah, I think they had a lot of stuff like that going on back in.
Yeah, it was
in
like
the day.
kindergarten through second grade. That like
Mm,
a lot of cognitive testing,
yeah.
weird stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Wow. That rant to circle back to racing bulls. Get out of the way of Max Verstappen.
Get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
Somehow this guy is figuring out how to drive this pig of a car,